Friday, ladies, so it's the weekend, which means it's time to get flatter abs in just 2 weeks, right? Everybody wants a strong core, but we want a strong looking core too, right? So this is gonna get your abs nice and flat. So we have 9 different moves. We're gonna start with beginner, working our way through intermediate, all the way up to advanced. We have 9 moves to get your abs nice and tight, all right? So let's get started. So you're gonna go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together, lie on your mat, lie all the way back, bring your hands behind your head. We have a butterfly crunch. So you wanna make sure that lower back stays pressing to the ground. You're gonna lift your shoulder blades off of the ground and then return all the way down. You're gonna do about 15 reps here, making sure you're looking all the way up towards the ceiling, making sure that that chin isn't all the way towards your chest. Nice open chest here. And once you've done about 15 reps, then you're gonna go ahead and move to that next move. You're gonna flatten out your feet, bring your arms by your side, and I want you to get your feet flat so you can almost graze your heels with that middle finger. What we're gonna do are side reaches here. So I'm gonna reach to one side and I'm gonna reach to the other side, okay? This is gonna help work those obliques, right? Those muscles that show through when you twist. Everybody wants to have nice looking obliques. So you wanna work side to side here. We're gonna go about 10 on each side, okay? Once you've done this about 10 times, you're gonna go ahead and roll all the way up. You're gonna lie flat down. Bring your forearms to the ground. You're gonna come into a forearm plank, okay? So you're gonna interlace your fingers, making sure that your body is in one straight line. You want your core completely engaged, almost as if someone were punching you in the stomach. That's how tight you want your core to be, okay? Keep your eyes slightly forward to help maintain a neutral spine. Now, if this is a little too much for you, you could always lower to your knees, crossing your feet at the ankles and hold it right here. Or if you wanna get a little bit more advanced, you can always lift a leg, okay? So you're gonna hold here for about 30 seconds and then just go ahead and lower to your knees. All right, our next move, we're gonna go ahead and take it all the way down to our mat again, lying all the way down. Lift your legs all the way up towards the ceiling. You wanna make sure that the legs are relatively straight. Put a soft bend in your knees if you need to. You're just gonna go ahead and reach for your toes, okay? You're gonna do about 15 reps here. And what you really wanna make sure that you're not doing is you're not jerking yourself up to reach for your toes. You're actually just go ahead and using the strength of your lower abdominal muscles, your rectus abdominis, to help lift your shoulders off of the ground, okay? You're gonna do this about 15 times and then just go ahead and lower the legs to the ground. All right, next, we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. We're gonna come into our bicycles. So we're gonna go ahead and bring one knee towards your elbow and then just go ahead and switch to the opposite side. And for this type of movement, we wanna make sure that we're not moving fast, we're moving with control. So speed, we're not about speed here. We're about controlling our movement, okay? This is gonna help work those obliques, those transverse abs, and those lower abdominal muscles. All right, you've done about 20 here, then you'll return to your starting position. Next, you're gonna go ahead and grab hold of your resistance band, okay? Taking your resistance band just below your knees. You're gonna lie flat on your back, and then you're gonna lower your palms to the ground. You're gonna do a reverse crunch with that resistance band, okay? So you should have relatively light tension on that band. You're just gonna use the strength using your lower abs to lift your knees all the way up and then lower down. Again, this is a nice, slow, controlled movement, keeping your gaze up towards the ceiling, making sure that lower back stays pressing to the ground so you're not arching at all. And once you've done about 15 reps, then you can go ahead and release and put that band off to the side. All right, we're gonna go ahead into some slightly more advanced poses here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a hold of, I like to say a stool or maybe even a couple of chairs, whatever you have access to, okay? So these are called knee ups. So these are more advanced. So you wanna use the strength, especially those lower abs, to lift your knees off of the ground and then lower nice and slow. Lift your knees all the way towards your chest and then lower. If this is too much, you can always bring one knee into your chest and then bring the opposite. If you want a little bit more, what you can do is bring the knees up, straighten, and then lower down. That's for my more advanced girls, okay? All right, so that's our knee ups. Next, we're gonna take a stability ball. You're gonna place it towards the end of your mat. You're gonna come into a plank position. So stability balls are great because no matter what, you're always gonna engage your core, okay? So you wanna make sure that your body is in one straight line in a nice solid plank first before you do anything, okay? If you can, I want you to work towards your toes. That way you create a little bit more stability. And then you're just gonna go ahead and lift one leg, hold, and then lift that opposite leg and hold, okay? You're gonna be here for about 10 reps per side, making sure that your eyes stay forward and come back to a neutral spine. And you're just gonna go ahead and move that stability ball off to the side. And we're gonna come into our final advanced move. These are called leg swings. So lie flat on your back, legs up towards the ceiling, arms out to the side. Now if you have lower back issues, you might wanna modify this a bit, but you're gonna lower the legs to one side so you don't quite graze, then you come back to center, and then you're gonna go to the opposite side. Okay, so you're gonna go about 10 reps per side, and what you can do, if you do have any back issues, you can have a slight bend in your knees and take that twist, okay? That way you still get that core engagement, but you don't get that strain on your lower back, okay? So those are just 9 different moves that are gonna help you get six-pack ready, flatter abs. See you soon.
Hi, my soon-to-be Stoked athletes. I'm Kira Stokes, celebrity trainer and creator of the Stoked Method, and I'm here to take you through a 30-day arm challenge that's sure to leave you completely stoked.